Ole tawa luma,
Lima lunga, lima lunga. Oi, Kafiola, lima lunga. Yes, sir. Oi,
Jumping up and down the floor. My hair is an animal, and once there was an animal. It had a son that mowed the lawn. The son was an okay guy. They had a pet dragonfly. The dragonfly.
Ufile manua ngase means to cover dead birds. And what that means is if a pigeon sees its mate fall dead, it will drop down and it will cover the bird with its wings, just like Samoans. When you run into trouble, your brother will run in and cover you as well, even though they know they might get in trouble. But that's the true essence of a Samoan, is to support and help one another in times of need. I've got all these little Manumea girls dancing it all over Sydney, sharing the story. It was just an avenue for me to teach them about Samoa. And the bonus was they get to dance. It was one way I could entice them to want to learn. And then by default, they can dance it now. But it was more so the background of it, where it comes from, why they do it, why you move like that. With the Tawalunga, it's just the best way for me to express myself as a Samoan. It was like when I put my hands up, it felt like all the energy from our ancestors. I wasn't just dancing for myself, I was dancing for my mum and my dad and my family. It wasn't about me at all. And it was just the one way as an Afakasi, I don't like using that term, that I could really show how Samoan I was inside. It's just like ballet uses that form to tell their story. I use Samoan Siva to tell my story and the things that I know and where I've come from. It's my own dance for my own family, and I know they support me, and I feel like I know enough about the Siva Samoa that I can be a little bit more creative with it. So I watch a lot of old people. I watch the way they move when they're dancing in a social gathering, even the way they walk, the way they talk, and I mimic that and then I put that into a dance. I'm so confident with how to move as a Samoan when I'm dancing. I recall when I entered the Miss Samoa, and I think we were about 3 weeks out and there were letters going into the newspaper. And it was complaining about me, this Afakasi girl from Australia, entering this pageant. She shouldn't be. She can't take the Miss Samoa because she's not a Samoan. The lady who was organising it called me in and said, look, if you want to step out of the pageant, we understand. This is what's been said. So I said to her, well, if I step out, then everything they say is true. I'm a Samoan and nobody can tell me any different. You don't know my family, you don't know my upbringing, you don't know my grandfather. And then I just went out, and I was probably one of the most controversial Miss Samoas because of the fact that I was half Samoan. I remember throwing my head this way and seeing the reaction from the people on this side, and their eyes were like, what's going on? But the song, because it was an old song, it made them curious. It was the fact that it had a message, and it was to hold on steadfast to your culture. Siva Samoa isn't something you just get up and do. You practice. I did put my own little touch into it. I had a certain way to bow, and because of that, I think it was recognized as something a little bit different and maybe a little bit controversial, but people still warmed to it a bit. I think it was because I really wore my heart on my sleeve and in my smile, and it was all about me being me. It really is about serving others, and that's really the message behind a Tawalunga. A lot of people think it's about you, the individual, but it's not. When the Taupo does it, it's supposed to be dream-like. She's mesmerizing. Even in terms of the whole structure of what's going on, the ayuli, the people clapping, everyone has a role to play. The se'e is so important. It's the one thing that distinguishes Samoan Siva dancing from any other island in the Pacific Islands. And that should be done like she's almost like a spirit floating along the ground. So you shouldn't be able to see her feet moving, just her body moving. And that's where that spiritual element comes into it. People are mesmerized too. A lot of people haven't seen this type of dancing. It's good to see their reaction, because you draw them into your dance through your hand movements and your eye contact, and you're telling them, this is where I'm from. And in and up, tippy toes, 1, 2, 3, 4. I just want them to know they belong somewhere. They have roots in Samoa, and they can call Samoa their home if they want to. You know, my little one, she's so fair, and, you know, there was a picture of her on the internet and she was dressed up as a Samoan, and there were so many comments, and so many people were like, oh, it's good to see white girls wearing island gear, and it's not so good that she's white wearing island gear. She doesn't have a right to. And that was upsetting, that she's 5 and she would get judged even at that age. Very proud, but like any Samoan mother, you can do it better. You can do it better, Ata. But very proud. I can hand it over now. I can go and rest now, and my knees are getting sore and tired. So I can pass it on to them. I know that they'll be all right. It's going to be all right.